What's up, guys? It's your girl Serpentine10, and I want to talk about the upcoming characters for season 2 for Tekken 8. So, we do know that it's very likely that Anna Williams will be on that roster since we got a little teaser from her when they were showing all the season 2, little things that we're going to be getting with all the updates. So, we're going to talk about some characters that might be coming back and what my thoughts on those characters are. Now, right off the bat, I want to talk about Armor King. So, the reason why I'm saying Armor King will be in season 2 is because there was a small leak from another country. I can't remember what it was off the top of my head, but they were showing DLC for season 2, and Lord behold, there was Armor King and out of all people, Roger Jr. on that list. So out of the two, it seems like Armor King is more likely. So, Armor King is very popular. He was really cool in Tekken 7. So it's very likely that he'll come back. He is more different than King than ever since, him and King were kind of similar in the past games, but they are quite different now. So I can see Armor King coming back, and he probably will be very interesting nevertheless. Now, another character that I feel like should be here is Lei Wulong. So as anybody knows, Lei Wulong was in Tekken 7. Now, he did not look like Lei because when they showed this character, before they showed his name, I had no idea who he was. So if Lei does come back, I hope they do something about his appearance because it's a little strange. But I do feel like Lei should be in Tekken 8. He is a classic character. And with all the classic characters, it just doesn't make sense why they're not here. He's been here since Tekken 2. And I always say that, classic characters should be on the roster before, newcomers and, all these other people. Because I just feel like they're supposed to have a spot. So I feel like Lei should be in Tekken 8. And I know a lot of people is going to have a hard time with him because he's tricky, he's unpredictable, but he's also fun too. Now, this may be a weird one. I already talked about Roger Jr., but Eliza is not really a hard character to think that won't come back because for the longest time I was saying to myself, okay, what is a character that's kind of weird that could come back? And I kind of said Roger Jr., but with Eliza, I know that Harada, they spent a lot of time creating Eliza when she came out. And, they really put a lot of focus in this character. And I know in an interview, he did say that it would be difficult to implement her in Tekken 8. But that doesn't mean that he said that he wouldn't put her in Tekken 8. And I just feel like a lot of people like this character. They like her aesthetics. She's interesting to look at. I don't know, gameplay-wise, her being a 2D character is fine. But, people like this character. So I could definitely see Eliza coming back as one of those 2D, infiltrators because, she does the 2D stuff. But I can definitely see her coming back, looking different. Maybe they'll do something a little bit more with her, like, bites and how she gets health and stuff. It would be interesting nevertheless. I never had a problem with Eliza, so we definitely have to see if this comes true. Now, lastly, I'm going to talk about Julia. So, of course, this goes way back to what I was saying before with Lei, that the classic characters need to be here. So Julia is one of those classic characters. I know that she needs to be on this roster. It's kind of funny because she was in Tekken 7. I didn't really hear too many people say that they didn't like her. Maybe they didn't like fighting against her, but she deserves to be here. I'm actually surprised that she didn't show up already, or she was just on the main, cast. But a lot of times when you get in that DLC spot, you do not get to be on the main roster. You just become DLC from now on, which is pretty sad with somebody like Julia and Lei. So I just really do feel like she deserves to come back as DLC, and hopefully we will see her there. So what do you guys think about my predictions of season 2? I know that these characters are not confirmed other than Anna, I believe, but I do think that these classic characters do need to come back. Now, I know that Eliza is not technically classic, but she is like a goofy type character, and Harada seems to put them in every once in a while. So it's very likely she might come back, or we might get a Roger like was hinted in that leak. But we do know that Anna will be season 2. I don't know if she'll be the first character to come out, but she definitely will be there. But you guys know what you have to do. Make sure you guys are following me on my Twitter. Make sure you guys check me out here every week on YouTube. Until next time, guys. Peace.